Hey, and welcome to this video tutorial. In this video, we're going to show you how you can subscribe to our podcast program, HandinHandShow.com, on both an iOS device and an Android device. So to do this, the first thing you'll need to do is go ahead and head into the respective store on your device, either the Google Play Store or, in the case of an iOS device, either iTunes or the App Store. So I'm actually using an iPad right now, and I'm going to go ahead and exit out of my web browser here, and we're going to go ahead and head into our App Store. Now the first thing we'll need to do is install an app such as RSS Radio, so I'm going to just go ahead and search for that app now. And you can see here in the top right hand corner we have our RSS Radio podcast player, and we're going to go ahead and download this app. Okay, so we have the App Store listing for RSS Radio up here. You can see down below it's going to give you a description of what this app can do. So we're going to be able to use this app to subscribe to the Hand in Hand Show. So now what we need to do is tap on this Get button and then tap on Install. Alright, you may be asked to verify, so click on the Continue button if needed. Okay, and then you should see a message confirming that it's going to start to download. So go ahead and tap on OK, and we'll wait for the app to download. Alright, so here we can see that the app is downloaded. Go ahead and tap on the Open button. Once the app opens, tap on the OK button and Allow. And now you can see the interface is very simple. All we have to do is tap on this Subscribe Now button. And here we're going to be able to choose which podcasts we want to subscribe to. In the top right hand corner, we can search for a specific podcast. I'm going to tap on that search icon here. Okay, so here we're going to type in Hand in Hand and click on Search. And you can see if we scroll down here that we have just at the top of the screen here the one that we're looking for. So this is the Hand in Hand Show. It's going to load a preview, and this is what we want to subscribe to. So let's go ahead and tap on the subscribe button in the top right hand corner. You can go ahead and use the default settings, and you'll get a notification congratulating you on your first subscription. Tap on Yes. And now you're all set. When you load the app, if you tap on the menu button in the top left-hand corner, you can see all of your subscriptions, and here you can see that the Hand in Hand Show is our first and top subscription. Again, you can tap on that at any time, and you'll be able to see a list of all the episodes available. Tap on a particular episode to see more information. You can download, play, or add to the play queue for any podcasts in your list, and you can even click in the top right-hand corner on the Share option. Here you'll be able to get the URL of this particular podcast to share on social media. And so you can use this URL to share on Facebook, Twitter, things like that very easily. You'll also notice here on this particular episode in the bottom right corner that you can see you can actually favorite this episode as well. So you can favorite any particular episodes that you want to come back to later. Alright, so next let's go ahead and take a look at how we can get this podcast set up on an Android device. So the first thing you'll need to do is find an app to be able to do this, and in this case we're going to be using something called Podcast Addict. So let's go ahead and open up our Google Play Store, and we're going to just search for Podcast Addict. And here you can see that this is the first one that's going to come up. We're going to go ahead and just tap on this option here. Okay, so here you can see it's going to give you a description of what this app does. We're going to go ahead and install this app so we can use this to manage our podcast. Once the app installs, go ahead and tap on Open. Tap on the Allow button. Alright, and now we're in the app. We need to go ahead and add in our podcast. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and tap on the plus button in the top right hand corner. And we're going to go ahead and click on the search engine button. And we're going to type in Hand in Hand Show. Alright, and so here you can see that the Hand in Hand Show comes up. We can go ahead and tap on that check button here to subscribe. You'll notice here that under the podcasts heading, it shows one, so we now have one podcast subscribed. Okay, so now that we're subscribed to the Hand in Hand Show here, you can see that you can actually just tap on this icon here, and you can click on the Episodes button to see all the episodes that are available. Here, for example, we could just scroll through the list of episodes, choose one that we want to look at, and you can see that from this app, it's actually very easy to copy the link for this particular episode. I could then send this to my friends and family anywhere that I want. I could directly message it to them, or I could share it on social media. I can even click on the download button to download the episode. Now from the desktop site, we can actually do the same thing here. We can also share this podcast either by going over here and clicking on one of these social media icons. So here you can see it's very easy to share podcasts from the Hand in Hand Show through Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn. You can even send it by email, or here where we have the player interface to actually play that podcast, you can see that I can actually share from here as well. So I can just click on this share button, and it's going to give me these same icons that I can use to share the content. And again, I can also download the podcast here as well. And the final thing that I wanted to show you is how you can request an interview here at Stroke Focus. So all you have to do is go to the HandinHandShow.com, scroll over to the Contact tab in the top right-hand corner, and click on Request an Interview. So here you can go ahead and fill in all the required information, your name, email address, phone number, etc., attach any files that you like, and click on the Submit button. Stroke Focus is focused on giving local support groups a voice. There's about 1,000 different local support groups in the US, and many of them are short in resources. Survivors are constantly looking for these support groups. By coming and doing podcasts, it's a very simple way to have your voice heard, and of course there's no extra cost to do this. So if you're interested, again, it's very easy. Just go to the website, HandinHandShow.com, request an interview to get your podcast posted. Alright, and that's it for this video tutorial brought to you by the HandinHandShow.com. This short video tutorial showed you how to get your podcast set up on both iOS and Android, as well as how to share podcasts online and on social media, and how to get an interview request completed so that you can get your podcasts on our site. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.